Welcome to the chemistry class number 105, and today we are going to discuss the measurement of conductivity of electrolytic solution. Measurement of conductivity of electrolytic solution. We know that electrolyte solution contains ions, but that means when electrolyte is dipped in water, it dissociates into ions. That process is called the ionization. But electrolyte solution contains ions. Okay, therefore, electrolyte solution is also called the ionic solution. But when direct current is passed through the electrolyte solution, so then for a long time, for example, passing of direct current through electrolyte solution for a long time, so changes the composition of the electrolyte. It will changes the composition of the electrolyte. So due to the electrochemical reaction, so electrochemical reaction takes place in the electrolyte solution. So therefore so the composition of the electrolyte changes. So that means when direct current is passing of direct current through the electrolyte solution, changes the composition of the electrolyte solution. So due to the electrochemical reaction will take place in the solution, so therefore the composition will be changes. That is the idea we have to have before going to the measurement of conductivity of electrolyte solution. So generally, we know that the accurate measurement of the resistance of a material, for example, before going to the conductivity, because so conductivity is the reciprocal of resistance, we know already. So therefore, the measurement, that is the accurate measurement of the unknown resistance of the material can be calculated, can be measured, can be obtained by using Wheatstone's network. Wheatstone's network. In physics, we know that the unknown resistance of the unknown material can be calculated or measured by using Wheatstone's network. So, but by using Wheatstone's network, the measurement of conductivity of electrolyte solution by using the Wheatstone's network is not possible easily. So it will arise the measurement of the conductivity of electrolyte solution using the Wheatstone's network will arise in this process. We are going to face two problems. So that means we know that the accurate measurement of the unknown resistance of any material can be calculated by using Wheatstone's network. But the measurement of conductivity of electrolyte solution by using Wheatstone's network. So in this measurement, we face two problems. Two problems arises during the measurement of the conductivity of electrolyte solution using Wheatstone's network. Which are those two problems? First problem. So passing of direct current will changes the composition of the electrolyte solution. That means the passing of this direct DC current will changes the DC current will changes the composition of electrolytes. Composition of the electrolyte solution. So that means passing of DC current will change the composition of the electrolyte solution. That is the first problem. Second problem arises during the measurement of the conductivity of electrolyte solution. So that means it is not possible to connect the solution by using a metallic wire. By using metallic wire, it is not possible to connect the solution. Solution cannot be connected by using a metallic wire or a metallic rod, metallic conductor, that is solid conductor. So by using solid conductor or metallic wire, it is not possible to connect the solution with your Wheatstone's network. So these are the two problems arises during the measurement of the conductivity of electrolyte solution using Wheatstone's network. So that means we know that the accurate measurement of the resistance of unknown material can be obtained, can be measured, can be calculated by using Wheatstone's network. But it is not possible the measurement of the conductor of the electrolyte solution using Wheatstone's network. So causes, that means arises two problems. Two problems will arise during the measurement of the conductivity of electrolyte solution using the Wheatstone's network. Which are those two problems which are arises during the measurement of conductivity of electrolyte solutions? First one, passing of this DC current will changes the composition of the electrolyte. That is the first problem we are going to face. Second problem is this, you see, the solution, electrolyte solution cannot be connected with the Wheatstone's network by using metallic wires. By using the metallic wire, it is not possible to connect the solution using metallic wires. These are the two problems arise. So next, salvation. How do you solve this problem? You see, salvations. So first, salvation. So that means, you see, the first problem, that means passing of DC current. So the first problem can be solved by passing AC instead of DC current. So by passing AC current through the electrolyte solution instead of DC current, we can solve this first problem. The first problem, that is nothing but DC current will change the composition of electrolyte. That can be solved by passing AC alternate current instead of what? Direct current. That is the first problem, can be solved by this one. So second one, you see. Second problem. So it is not possible to connect the solution by using metallic wire with Wheatstone's network. That is the problem. So the second problem can be solved by using a suitable. So that is conductivity cell. Suitable conductivity cell. So that is a designed cell, you see. That is the instrument. That instrument is nothing but conductivity cell. By using a suitable conductivity cell, it is possible to connect the solution with the that is Wheatstone's network. So that means the Wheatstone's network can be connected to the solution through conductivity cell. That means, you see, the conductivity. That means the solution the electrolytic solution can be connected to the that is your Wheatstone's network through this conductivity cell. It is a suitable, specially designed that is an instrument or cell which is used to connect the solution, electrolyte solution, with that of the Wheatstone's network through this conductivity cells. So by solving these two problems are solved by these two solutions, salvations. That means first problem is passing of direct current which changes the composition of the electrolyte. That can be solved by passing in AC instead of DC. Second problem, it is not possible to connect the Wheatstone's network with the solution by using a metallic wire or metallic conductor. So that can be solved. That means it is possible to connect the solution with that of the Wheatstone's network by using a suitable conductivity cell. That means by using this conductivity cell, it is possible to connect the Wheatstone's network with that of the electrolyte solution through this conductivity cell. Okay, that is how we can solve this now. So what is this conductivity cells? So there is some important conductivity cells are to be designed. That means these are the suitable designed conductivity cells. You see, different conductivity cells are obtained for measuring the conductivity of the electrolyte solution by using Wheatstone's network. Let me take one type of conductivity cell here. You see. So this is one type of conductivity cell. Of course, it is evacuated gas well, in which two platinum electrodes are inserted here. connecting wires. So these are nothing but platinized platinum electrode. Platinized platinum electrode, you see. And these are the connecting devices. So this is a evacuated glass tube in which the solution is taken here, you see, in this hole. So there is a exit. You are going to pass the solution here. Okay. So that is whose conductivity is to be calculated is taken in this cell. So therefore, this is one type of one design, one type of conductivity cell. If you take one more one type of another conductivity, cylindrical vessel type conductivity cell, you can write like this. You see. So this is another type. So these are the connecting wires which are inserted in a small evacuated glass tube. So that is platinum electrode. Platinum electrodes. And these are nothing but the connecting wires. Connecting wires. One is plus, one more is minus. So therefore, so that is the conductivity of an electrolytic solution can be measured by using the Wheatstone's network with the help of this one of the conductivity cells. So that is a conductivity cell. Conductivity cell. So this is also conductivity cell. This is also one type of conductivity cell. This is also conductivity cell. So that means the electrolytic solution whose conductivity is to be calculated is taken in this electrode, that is a conductivity cell, and this conductivity cell is connected to the that is a Wheatstone's network. You see, Wheatstone's what network? So therefore, in such in this connection, you see, so this electrolytic cell is not directly connected with the wires. You see, it is connected through the conductivity cell. Conductivity cell. So that means you see, measurement of conductivity of electrolytic solution using Wheatstone's network by using the conductivity cell. Otherwise, it is two problems arises. That means to solve those problems, AC current is to be used instead of what? DC current. One problem is to be that is solved. Another problem, so not possible to it is not possible to connect the solution by using a that is metallic wire or that is solid conductor, for which we are going to use conductivity cell. That means the electrolyte solution whose conductivity is to be calculated is taken in the conductivity cell, and then it is connected to the your Wheatstone's network. You see. Therefore, the Wheatstone's network is network wire is not directly connected to your this one. That is a metallic conductor. Okay. So that is how we can solve the two problems, and we can measure the conductivity of electrolyte solution or ionic solution using conductivity cells. Now, in the next video, we are going to measure the conductivity of electrolyte solution by using Wheatstone's network. Okay.